Hello and welcome back, you wonderful people. I'm D, also known as DKRO on Marvel Snap, and today we're going to be playtesting a new deck called Zero to Hero. Just before we get into it, I want to thank everyone who has already subscribed, who continues to subscribe, who continues to support me, and especially my wife, who obviously made all the art assets, which I'm very excited about, as you can see, as well as all my thumbnails, which I haven't given her a shout out before for that, I don't think, but she makes all my thumbnails. That last one was absolutely exceptional. And yeah, thank you, everyone. We're shooting for 100 subscribers, so please feel free to add your name to the list. And we're going to do a quick intro and we'll get into it. All right, so today's deck I'm calling Zero to Hero. It is based loosely on a more like a theme of a Jeff Hoogland deck that he released not too long ago. I'm missing quite a few key cards, but this is a mashup of a couple decks, and I'm mostly doing this because I see a lot of discourse surrounding people who are pretty unhappy about not having all the cards. Like, oh, it's like very expensive to get a full collection, which is true. Or like I just don't have the right cards to make this deck work, and that can be true. But also, like, I just opened this dumb card from pool 4. Not, it's like not very exciting pool 4, but we're gonna like try to make it work, just sort of like to show that with kind of creative deck building, basically your pool is probably not what's holding you back. And examining that is probably good for personal growth and growth at the game, and that's what we are here to do. So, okay, we'll start with the namesake card, 0. 1/3, on reveal, remove the abilities of the next card you play. That is not just this turn, so you can play this on 1 and follow it up with anything on 2. It will be silenced. We have this card is going to combo with a bunch of things, but then also we have stuff that's just good on its own in a lot of ways. So Titania, a 1/5. When any card is played at this location, she swaps sides. So you can get around her downside by playing this to a location where your opponent already has 3 cards, because if they play a 4th one, she can't go over there. If they have 4 cards, she can't go over there either. But if they play the 4th card, she won't move. Or you can play her with 0 to silence her. But other than that, I wouldn't play. It's too risky and math intensive and big brain to play her into a location that, like, I don't know, maybe you could play her when your opponent has 2, so then they play a 3rd and it fills up that spot, and then you can pull her back guaranteed on turn 6, something like that. I like the iterations on this card are massive, and I'm going to misplay it because, like, as you can see, she's still like gray bordered. I have not played a game with her yet, so get ready to lose some cubes with Hero D. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, then we have Ebony Maw, an even larger payoff for an even larger downside. Ebony Maw you can't play after turn 3, and once you play him, you cannot play anything else to that location. So this one we really want to hit with 0, or it's just a rock. Like, you know, if we draw it after turn 3, this card might not make it into the final cut of this deck, but the upside is pretty massive, but the downside is gigantic. Okay, then we got Angela, a 2/0, obviously just a great stat line. Whenever you play a card here, give her +2 power. So if she's the first card you play in a lane, she is a 2/6 if you fill that lane. If she's the second card, or if you only play 2 cards after, she's a 2/4, and a 2/4 is a fine stat line for a 2 cost. Like, you know, it's fine. Angela's fine. I have the Infinity border, and I really like Angela. She got me through the first season I played, and I have an affinity for her. Armor is just a tech card, and we are playing it for that ability, and kind of because Titania and Ebony Maw are such an investment that we don't want them to get killmongered. It's also fine, like armor and then Ebony Maw on 3 is fine. Like that's 10 power and 2 cards, and it's really hard for them to interact with it. And if their interaction is to like Enchantress, we're gonna our Enchantress. Okay, we're gonna. That's a spoiler. If their interaction is Enchantress, it unlocks Ebony Maw, so like we can play cards there. Okay, Lizard 2/5 ongoing -3 power. So if your opponent fills the lane, we talked about this in the Quicksand deck. It's hard for your opponent to fill a lane while under a Quicksand. A 2/5 is a really good stat line, and again, if we zero it, it'll always be a 2/5. But this is really not the card we want to zero. Bishop. Whenever you play a card, get 1 power. We're playing a lot of cards. We're going to basically play our hand out, and we're not playing like a 3 into like a 4, 5, 6. We're playing like a 3 into like 2 2s, into like a 1 and a 2, into like a 3 and a 2 and a 1. So this gets way more value when you're not just playing on curve. And even if you are just playing on curve, he's a 3/4, which isn't terrible. Like as long as you can guarantee playing Bishop on 3 and then following it with 1 card a turn, you've got like a vanilla beater. But if you can follow it up with more than that, it just gets better and better. Okay, we get into the Polaris. Polaris is great. 3/5. What I think the devs think of as a minor downside because of the stat line, but I think of as a minor upside because you can be clever about it, be tricksy. Swordmaster, a 3/6 with a fairly major downside. On reveal, discard a card at random. We're not going to play Swordmaster on 3 almost ever. We're basically going to use it as a fill-in for our turn 6. Like, turn 6, we want to play Swordmaster and Polaris, or Swordmaster and Titania, like 0 Titania, right? Like, these 3, that's like 6, 11, 14 power over 3 lanes. You can split it up better than a 6-drop. You know, great. Enchantress. So we have a lot of negative ongoing effects. Enchantress removes those. That's it. It's also a tech card for the opponent. All of our ongoing effects are negative, so any of them that we hit is a bonus. And most of our opponents ongoing are going to be positive, so any we hit is a bonus. Moon Girl, duplicate your hand. So 4/4, not a great stat line, but again, like because so much of our stuff is under 3 cost, having that on 4 and then turn 5, you know, whatever, like a 2 and a 3, like our 2s and 3s are very, very good. And then ending it with a 6 and still having cards in hand, you know, turn 6 still having enough to like play 2 or 3 different cards is great. And then our top end is a 5-drop with Red Skull, a 5/15. Your opponent has, if your opponent has 2, so your opponent's cards get +2 power. Now, this can be tech against Cerebro decks. Not that anyone's playing Cerebro decks except for me right now. I don't know why. I think that deck is sick. But barring that, it can be zeroed on turn 6. This is 18 power, 2 cards. So you can also split it between lanes, which is just better than 18 power in 1 lane in general. And then you can also, obviously, Enchantress on 6. Enchantress plus one of our very, good 2-drops. I guess really only Lizard and Armor. Enchantress plus 2 of our very good 1-drops. But even barring all of that, if you and your opponent are going into the final turn and you don't even have 0, but you're like, you put your opponent on, say, having just like a big 6-drop, like a Magneto, and they haven't committed anything to a lane yet, this just beats it. Like, this just beats a Magneto. It beats most, a lot of 6-drops have 12 power. It just beats death. And so that's like not the worst thing, but we really do want to silence it. But the point is, you have to, with this deck, it's going to be, you have to play around your negative effects have to impact you less than they help your opponent. And that's kind of just the crux of it. So we're going to switch to this, boop, boop. And we're just going to, not C2. I literally just put this deck together. I make no promises. You've come to not expect much from me, which is great for both of us. If I lose, do not take credit. Good. I never do. Okay. We got nothing going on. It's not a good start for us. A 0 would be probably major. Okay. Ongoing effects are doubled. That's bad. We don't. Hopefully they commit an ongoing effect and we can enchantress it. All right. We're just going to start. We need to start doing something. This is the thing I've committed to doing. Okay. That's fine. I want to pull the armor now. Yep. Because now we're just winning that lane, which is good. They also might think that, like, we can destroy 1-drops and play slightly differently. Oh, no. Oh, no. We got a rocket raccoon. We got a rocket raccoon. I just want you to know. All right. We gotta... Sometimes you just lose. They might play foolishly with Titania. I think that might be foolish. No, it's not. I don't know what we could possibly have. They have a red skull. All right. Okay. We do it like this. Because if we draw 0... Because now, like, if they red skull here... If they don't red skull, we win. We win that lane. Okay? That's... They are... I believe they are playing foolishly. No. It's 2... Okay, we didn't draw a red skull. 2 like that? I mean, if they just red skull, it bounces back and forth. I don't think we can win. But, like, they already made kind of a weird play. I think they might be scared to red skull here. Like, they might be like, oh no, I can't. I'll lose? They weren't scared. They weren't scared at all. Yeah. All right, two more cards and we had our 0. We didn't quite have it. Obviously we couldn't skull there. Their cards would all get +4. Okay. We should have... Why didn't we just... You just lose sometimes. Come on. You just lose. All right. No, it's because we're trying to get reps in and see what this deck can... What kind of cool stuff this deck can pull off. That's my excuse. That is an excuse, and it is mine. Okay. All right. Here's... Oh my god. Okay. You know what? We're just doing this because we already can't play cards here. And they cannot beat this. Like, if they have exactly Lizard... Oh, no! No! Why? Okay, armor. You're going there. They can get into Luke's bar, but it's hard for them to beat Maw. What do you got? Quake. Okay, well... It got worse for us. It got way worse. No, because now we can play here on... I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is... I'm gonna pretend this is fine. I genuinely have no idea. Oh, no. I do have an idea. I have a wonderful, horrible idea. If you don't know about this secret sauce, Moon Girl's gonna stay there. Moon Girl's gonna stay. And that literally might be enough. Because of what's gonna happen here. Did they get it too? No, they didn't get to do the thing. Okay. 5? So we go like that? Do we... Okay, we're at 7 here. Do we want one of their cards to get pulled in there, we might. Let's do that. And then the final... yeah, okay. So that was only a win. They outplayed us with the Quake, but we won that on the back of game knowledge, which I'm fine taking those wins. So Luke's Bar, this is great. So I did a video on Luke's Bar. It wasn't my most well received video. Not like people were mad at it or anything. It's just like it takes I didn't know this, but YouTube kind of like doesn't prioritize your uploads if you're not someone that they already sort of know and trust, I guess I'll say. And so I'm not. So like these 30-40 minute videos can literally take upwards of, okay, this is bad and we lose. They can take upwards of like literally 5 hours to upload. And you could see why that would be not great. All right. Oh no, you know what? This is actually not bad. Because we can add 10 here now. Because this is going to copy our hand, and then we're going to double Titania and be at 18. And they can't Surfer over here. So we're fine with that. With what's happening so far, we are fine anyway. Maybe we don't commit to this just yet. Maybe we do. No, you know what we do first? Literally just to get power on the board, we do this. We could do one of those. This doesn't actually silence anything, but that's fine. We're playing it to stay up on power. We should have played the other one, because now they see that we have a second one, which wasn't like a given. Hopefully this is their negative Iron Man. Okay, it wasn't. Is that things getting worse for us? It might be. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, this is playtesting basically. Oh, the Luke's Bar. So yeah. So the point is with the Luke's Bar thing, I'm not like a priority creator for YouTube, so it takes quite a long time. So basically by the time I recorded it and started uploading it, the event was almost over. Yeah, they retreated. Cool. The event was almost over, and like nobody cares about that video after the Luke's Bar event happens. We got that's a sick Forge. I don't play Forge, but that one was cool. So the Luke's Bar event ended by the time I uploaded, basically. Like, and Jeff Hoogland pointed this out on his channel, that like those videos just do worse in general anyway, and like they have no longevity, because like who cares how to play into Luke's Bar when it's gonna show up, you know, one in 12 games or whatever. So I'm probably not gonna do like special sauce techs on those events anymore. Oh no. Okay. We're just gonna wait till 3 is what we're just gonna do. And go 2-3. Hopefully they fight us on this. Yeah, cool. That's a good one too. Oh, it's silence. What am I doing? And now I'm drawing from their stupid deck. I didn't want this. Okay. We're gonna go like that, and then like that. That's fine. This leaves us open on that. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna... Okay, Titania's great now. Oh, we can't draw Titania. Okay. Titania's fine. We're just gonna do that, and then Swordmaster's pretty safe, depending on what they get or what we draw from their deck. Okay, Swordmaster's super safe. Why have you forsaken me? On the upside, unless they already have Surfer or whatever, like our deck's pretty bad for... Oh, it's Cerebro too, but if they play anything, Bishop stops that from working. I don't know if that's... I don't know. I don't know if this is worth... No, because now if they Cerebro, only Bishop will get the bonus? So these won't get buffed? But if it's just Mystique, if it's Blue Marvel into Mystique, they win this. Great. And then Titania, our Titania, and then had we stormed middle, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean honestly, they were drawing out of our deck, so that proves that we had the better deck because they won. So that's a mark for this deck, and not against it. I stand by that. I genuinely think that. That's not me coping. I don't know if I finished my thought on the Luke's Bar videos, but don't expect the event videos ever again. Overly serious. Alright, if you only have one card here, that's fucking unlikely. But it will make it a big card. So Lizard's a good one for here because they have to commit like probably like a 4 or 5 drop before they can start beating Lizard on their own. Okay. Oh, you know what? No. We're going to show restraint. We're going to Bishop. Then if they try to beat Lizard, we'll Polaris one of their things in. Okay. Titania got better. Maw is bad. But Titania is better. Okay. Maybe we'll just do this now. Sure. Again, I don't know the lines with this deck like I know the lines in a lot of other decks that I play. But I also don't know. I mean, they're probably on Surfer, like Sarah Surfer, because they snapped on Seeing Limbo, right? Which is usually like Sarah decks are really good into Limbo because you could just get so much extra energy. It's Zabu. It's Zabu though. Okay, it's the Zabu for me though. Okay, this is great. This is exceptional. So we silence the Zabu. Then we 0. So next turn our Swordmaster doesn't have any downside. And then we can also armor or something. I don't know. Oh, and we silence our Lizard. So even if they fill, we're just chilling. Oh, Zabu negative Darkhawk. Well, I was 1 turn early. That's on me. By the same token, this might be fine. It might be. And don't quote me as saying anything else. We're covering our 1-drops in case of a Killmonger. Well, we're coming... Okay, so that's only 12. Now, Surfer still... Omega gets us. Does it? I mean, Surfer here doesn't do anything. I don't know if it Omega gets us. I could have probably snapped and forced them out, actually. It's like, Surfer doesn't do anything for this lane. It gets us here. Doesn't do anything for this lane. Filling this doesn't reduce our power. Funny enough, Limbo reduced Darkhawk power by 1, or by 2, because it gets +2 for each card in our deck, and we just drew an extra card because of Limbo. 6. If they have the rock guy, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 they add there, which isn't enough. And if they do that, they can also Surfer, but that's not enough. Yeah, cool. Also, I don't know if they play Rock Slide in the negative deck. When people play decks like that, the biggest advantage they have is that it's absolutely impossible to tell what they could be playing. Like, it's absurd to try to figure out what the Zabu negative, possibly Surfer, possibly Rock Slide deck. It's like they can't play Rock Slide because then it's a bad card with negative. I don't know. I plumb don't know. Discard a card. Please be armor. It wasn't. Awesome. Cool. So the namesake of our deck just got discarded. We're very happy about when things like that happen. And now we will just do an angry lizard. Scorpion. That's fine. We got to play Maw out, and I think this presents enough. They put something here, so this isn't all wasted if they pivot off of this, and now it's not wasted even a little bit, which is good. Yeah, you got a lot of work to get this up to beating this, but it's not impossible. Oh, sometimes good thing happen to good people. Okay. Start with the bishop. I know I'd prefer Angela first, but I value, I think, the extra... I don't know. I don't know if that's correct. I think it largely depends on our draws, whether or not that's correct. Also, to note, we have no 6-cost cards, so that Titan can only be neutral, but it can be neutral to detrimental as our best gambit. Also, is this just can't play? You can't play cards here. That's good. Marvel can still get there. Marvel can still swoop in at the end of the game. Oh, if you don't know, because I don't actually own Captain Marvel. At the end of the game, move to a location that wins you the game if that is possible. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Do we just... Okay. Okay. So we go like this, right? Because if they play one card, they get it, and they can't play anything else. If they play 2 cards, they don't get it. And if they play... Yeah, this is... I'm pretty sure this iteration is accurate. Oh, we don't want to play Red Skull, though. That's... Okay. Okay. And then you get... My girl. But that locked them up. So now they can't play anything there that they might have wanted to. Did Titania just win us this game? I think she might have, because now we get her back. I think she did. I think she did win us this game. In fact, not might have, did. Because they only have 10. And we're going to have 8, 10. We're going to have 14 here without Marvel. So Marvel can swoop in and win either of the other lanes. Wow. Captain Marvel's probably really good, really good for this deck anyway. But, maybe not. A free Captain Marvel's really good for this deck. Okay, yeah, trying to play her early is abysmal, but in moments like that, it's not impossible to, like, conceive of all realities. Oh, we also have that done. Cool. That's another... Oh, not quite. We need, like, one more win. Okay. We're coming up on 30 minutes, and I'm trying to keep these, like, pretty rigidly to 30 with the outros and the intros and everything because of what I've referenced before. It just takes god dang forever. Okay. I believe in the heart of the cards. Cool. Ebony Maw, Ebony Maw, do your work. Oh, that's bad. Luke Cage is not good. Discarding Bishop is not good. Okay, they got rid of Moon Girl. Alright. I mean, they're always going to fill this, right? But probably not this turn. And we'll just take those cards. We'll just take those off of them. Thank you. Okay. We do this. We learned we do that. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't do either of those. Maybe we just Moon Girl over here in case they get this somehow. And also in case they are a hazmat deck. Oh, that's a good combo, but it didn't get you there. Okay. And now, oh no. Do you see it? Do you see it, chat? Commenters? I'm saying chat. Okay, so now we silence our own lizard. Oh no, they... Never mind. I thought I saw it, but I did not see it. Because their Typhoid Mary also gets silenced. It doesn't work how I wanted it to work. Alright, we're still ahead over there. I don't know. So we do like this, that. Again, like if they play one thing here, they win it, I think. But if they play two things, these both stay. Maybe, okay. Maybe it's like this. And then like that. So we pull one thing. And it doesn't matter. We pull between 0 and 1 things. Yes, that's better because it's the same amount of power. Okay. So that was correct for how we wanted this to work. What? What? Your plan was to get 1 point of power ahead on the left only? Nani? Their plan was for me to play double Titania and accidentally give them one and then like lose. That was I don't understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand. You know what? D, it's not your place to understand everything. I guess we're doing one more game. I got distracted by the shiny rewards. Dan Hatton. Good name. Solid. 10 out of 10. Okay. You can't play your first card here each turn. Okay. No. I got it. I understand. I see the play. Wow, that's pretty good too. Okay, but we drew Enchantress. We're gonna snap. I think we're gonna snap. Polaris is fine. Cool. So, because we drew Enchantress, we can go turn 2 here. Or next turn, Lizard. Okay, that's a little worse. No, it's way worse. That's incredibly worse. But they retreated. They retreated anyway. Okay. So, yeah, had this not gotten squirreled, we would go Lizard here and then turn 4 kind of do whatever and then 5 Red Skull. And now they're like, "Oh, if I fill, like their Lizard goes down and all my stuff gets bigger." And then we Enchantress them and then they're like, "I wish for death." Okay, no, you know what? We hit rank 90. That's a good ending spot. So, okay, this deck has legs and it feels very hero. It feels very shonen protagonist, which again, I say in my Magic video what to expect coming to this game. Don't be a shonen protagonist, but you know what? I'm going to treat myself to a little bit of shonen protagonistery. Protagonisty. All right. Hey, thanks for sticking with me. Thank you for getting this far in the video. If you are like in that spot that I kind of outlined at the beginning of this video. Wait, we go back here. If you're kind of in that spot that I outlined at the beginning of like, oh, well, like I can't climb because I don't have the right cards. I can't build any like good decks. Nothing meta like has worked because I'm missing X, Y, and Z. Please, please, please let me know in the comments and I will help you build a deck. I love doing this. As you saw from this video, like, yeah, like, I guess I got lucky getting Titania. That doesn't feel accurate. I feel very unlucky to have gotten Titania. But, like, you can make it work. You can make, like, a lot of stuff work. And honestly, a deck like this, like I said, that's off meta, like one of the ones we played today, you have the advantage of your opponent going, what the hell is this person playing? Like, why are they playing all these stupid cards? And you could just get some free wins that you're like, you could grab 8 cubes out of people when they just don't see it coming. So I gotta flip back to this one for the outro so that all my stuff lines up. Thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for being here. You are wonderful, vibrant people. If you're still here, you're probably wonderful, vibrant anyway, but you're a real fan and I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.